Good morning, this is Ginny with LearnWithGinny.com, and I'm an uber busy mom who helps other uber busy moms get their businesses, home businesses, online where they can find the right prospects and leads for their products and opportunities. So on Facebook Live over here, make sure you chime in, tell me where you're from, what your main struggle is, and what your business is. I would love to hear. So my video is crooked. I guess I'm just going to leave it because if I touch it, it'll probably all just... Anyway, today's topic is listening skills. And it's another gem that I got from Earl Nightingale's The Essence of Success. I'm listening to the whole series of cassettes, and they're all, of course, on my phone, and I listen to it in my car. I highly encourage you to make your car your school. Especially if you commute to work every day like I do, then it's the perfect time. You're in the car, why not use the time? So make sure on Facebook Live that you let me know that you can hear me too. So, and chime in with your questions anytime. I will look at the questions later on in the day when I have a moment, and I will definitely answer them. If not right away, then in a future post. So let's get through these 10 things. I made the list on a post so you can go look at it, and you can go check out the book that I got these from. The link will be in there. So number one is just listen. Don't start thinking about what you're going to say next. Just listen. And a lot of times when, as a parent, we want to speak up and we want to talk to our kids. We want to lecture them. We want to just tell them what we think because we're right. But listen. Just shut your mouth, shut your mind off, and just listen to what they're saying. You'll get more out of it, and then you'll, find out more about what your kid's up to and what they're doing, what they're thinking. So listen. And another thing, just concentrate right on them. Concentrate on the person that you're talking to. Concentrate on the words they're saying. Number two is use empathy. And this just has to do with empathizing what the person's going through, what the person's doing. Use facial expressions. Smile. Nobody likes talking to a flat expression the whole time. It's a little disconcerting. And when you're the person talking and the other person just has this flat look on their face, you kind of wonder, well, is what I'm saying of any interest to this person? And the conversation doesn't go so well, right? So use empathy. I hope I'm on the right page. Okay, I'll check later. If I didn't, I'll have to post this video on the right page. I have 2 pages, and this doesn't have to do with fitness. This has to do, I suppose it could. You could be listening to your instructor. Anyway, so number 3, I actually already said it, but use facial expressions. Smile at the person. Of course, if they're telling you something, serious, use your serious look. But, smiling definitely is an underused expression. Smile more. People don't smile enough. Number 4, don't rule any topic of conversation out as boring to you. It might be of great interest to the other person. Now, my son loves math, and he talks about it incessantly, and I have no idea what he's talking about. It's just went over my head. I'm like, but I try to listen. Okay, I'll try harder. But definitely listen. even if it's something that doesn't interest you. You will learn something. Ideas and knowledge comes from everywhere. And you never know what you're going to get out of a conversation. So don't rule it out. Participate in any topic of conversation. Number 5 is avoid prejudging the speaker. So sometimes when you are listening to someone, you might prejudge them by the way they're talking, by their tone of voice, by the way they look. Don't prejudge the speaker. Listen to what they're saying, the words they're saying, and what they're trying to get across. Which leads me to number 6. Take notes, because I did say ideas come from everywhere. And you never know when something will strike you. And in this business, in your home business, in marketing or whatever, one of those things might strike a little bit of creativity in your brain. It might be a subject line to an email. It might be a topic for future discussion on a Facebook Live. It might be a topic for your blog. So it's another reason why to listen. So take notes, and the reason why I say that is because I actually learned on my phone, you can say, okay, Google, note to self, and it will actually email what you're saying to yourself. So I have a list in my email constantly going of ideas. So it's an extra tip for marketing moms, where to get your ideas and how to keep those ideas, because ideas are fleeting too. They go away. If you won't remember them later on. I mean, that's happened to me many times. I'll have an idea somewhere where I couldn't take a note, and later on I'm trying to remember what it was and it's gone. Just gone. Fleeting. So take notes. Number 7 is look for the speaker's purpose. And that kind of ties into the previous one about prejudging. Make sure that you're listening to the person's words and what they're trying to say. Look for the topic, look for the point, and where they're going with the conversation. Number 8 is beware of your emotional deaf spots. This one struck me because, we all have triggers. We all have emotional triggers from our backgrounds. It's hard to avoid those emotional triggers. But if you're aware of them, you can. So there are certain ways that people speak. There might be certain words that they use that might trigger something emotional, an emotional reaction from you. Avoid it, ignore it. Try to listen to the words the person is saying and the point they're trying to get across. Don't get drawn in to any arguments because of some emotional hang-up that you have, or an emotional deaf spot. So, because you'll see red and then you don't see anything else or hear anything that they're trying to say, if that makes sense. Number 9 is be observant of areas of mutual interest. That is a key, because if you are listening to someone and you find something of mutual interest, you have a basis of more conversation. So it keeps the conversation going. And if you're talking about sales, keeping the conversation going is a good thing. And if you're talking to your kids, that is definitely a good thing. So finding something that they're talking about, something in the conversation of mutual interest, it's a connection. And a connection with your kids is a great thing. And finally, number 10, discuss these good listening skills with your associates, your kids, your family, and your friends. because we could all use some pointers on good listening skills. So I hope you got something out of this. Make sure you visit the blog post for some free training for your home business, especially the 10-day boot camp, because there you will learn all kinds of cool stuff. 10 days and they're short lessons. I guarantee that's where I started. So it's a great place to start. And if you're looking for this particular series of cassettes to listen to on Audible, I put the link in my post. So make it a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.